jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers. And Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of... by blowing out the Tide last season.
I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
So many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be heated. Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Under fire. It's complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Through the air, it's Hoover. Makes the grab, it's Williams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Stumbled to the ground. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. So go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag in the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. And in so many different ways, he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Takes a handoff. It's Lacy. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Snares it outside. It's Edwards.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Finds his man, it's Lacy. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The sure hands, it's Lacey. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive balance.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense really needs to get something going right now, already down 17-3. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll keep it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Back to throw, it's Manning. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate.
That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guys already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Bless you.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Rush is on him. Looking for the score. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, LSU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. With the catch, it's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry.
Returner brings it out to the 27.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 35, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Got a man, it's Anderson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Dropping back, it's Hoover. They get to him as he throws. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. There he goes. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air. It's Manning. Did as he throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here's the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down. Works the middle of the field. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What's out there?
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll toss it. Got the 1st down and more. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Excellent pass by the back on the option. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going
It's
to
a
get
lion.
it, David, and that's been the Tigers, right?
Tiger.
On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
Tiger.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Good.
Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10.
42 Spider.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, momentum's a big part at the quarterback position, too. And sure, he threw a pick on the last drive. So let's come out on this one and find some easy completions from the pocket. If it's not there for me downfield right away, let me find my check down and get myself back into rhythm.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Grabbed in the middle. It's
Yeah, bro,
Edwards.
you was
And
never
he's
beat
to
on
the
it on time.
48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown,
Yeah, I'm saying
but
that
that was a
every
massive
time.
play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the catch. It's Lacey. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short.
Ooh.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz. And
he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He slides that just inside the right upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard. Go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback.
You okay up there? You choking?
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's Lacey. And they're able to get him down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
With the catch, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Send the tight end in motion. They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Touchdown, Tiger! A great catch and run for 6. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
To the air, it's Hoover. Quick strike complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just... job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down.
Bless you.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Craver. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Push down for the tackle.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Durham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught near the sticks, it's Duff. On the move at the 30. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Fighting off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in at the 25. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man. It's Duff. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.